Hello everyone, welcome to another lesson with A Course in Miracles. My name's Janet Melody and today we're on lesson 105. Yep, 105. We're moving on as always, getting deeper into this wonderful book. Always, links are under this video if you want to read this lesson in your own time, or if you've got the book, read it along with me. And we'll get started on today's lesson. So today we're asked to keep in our minds, God's peace and joy are mine. God's peace and joy are mine. Are mine, are yours, are everyone's. So God's peace and joy are yours. Today we will accept them, knowing they belong to us. And we will try to understand these gifts increase as we receive them. So that's a new concept, isn't it? They increase as we receive them. They are not like to the gifts the world can give, in which the giver loses as he or she gives the gift. The taker is the richer by his loss. Such are not gifts, but bargains made with guilt. The truly given gifts entails no loss. It is impossible that one can gain because another loses. This implies a limit and an insufficiency. Now that's how we've been raised, all of us, to believe that when we give, we're losing something. When we give something, the other person is gaining. And it's all just completely rubbish, in the terms of the great creator. The more we give, the more we receive. And it's giving from an aligned place, not giving from the ego mind space. We're giving from a place that's coming from our heart. And it's a different kind of giving. That's what we have to experience, to understand, and then to receive in abundance that of what we've given. So no gift is given thus. Such gifts are but a bid for a more valuable return, a loan with interest to be paid in full, a temporary lending meant to be a pledge of debt to be repaid with more than was received by him or her who took the gift. This strange distortion of what giving means pervades all levels of the world you see. It strips all meaning from the gifts you give and leaves you nothing in the ones you take. Yeah, it's such a revolutionary way to think, because you don't realize how much it is going on in your world. You don't see it for what it really is. You don't see how it feeds into everything, into so many facets of your life. This giving and receiving, if I give you this, I owe you. And sometimes we don't even say that, but somebody taking something feels like they owe, others maybe don't. Some take. Others give, and then feel depleted. Others take. And feel like some people who take a lot sometimes feel that that's what they should be. They should be given all of this stuff. And it's just all a misperception of how we've been raised, our social conditioning, and what our parents taught me, their parents taught them. It goes on and on and on and on as far as, history can extend. All of these meanings the ego birthed. It birthed into the world, and it created such a split in the world. All the things that you see in the world that are split in two, it's from the ego, and there's so many of them. It's just insane to see them all. When you read this, it just brings them all to the light. A major learning goal this course has set is to reverse your view of giving so you can receive. For giving has become a source of fear, and so you would avoid the only means by which you can receive. Accept God's peace and joy, and you will learn a different way of looking at a gift. God's gifts will never lessen when they are given away. They but increase thereby. Gosh, this is really touching me in the heart today. I don't know why. It really is getting to me, because I guess I've seen so many areas where you feel empty, this whole giving and receiving is kind of like that. You feel like you're on a treadmill having to give in order to receive love, and vice versa. And Love is always there. It's like there for us all the time. We don't have to do all of these things and be this self-concept we've made to fit in the world, because we are love, we are joy, we are peace, you know? It's inherent in us, and we're looking outside and we're trying to get it from other people, and we're trying to do all this giving and receiving to get love, but it's here. Love is already here. And the more we can tap into that, the more we can just feel so whole in the world, instead of so empty inside and like lost and feeling like we've got to find something to find that peace in our hearts. You know, we're all searching for this in different ways. It's such a profound lesson today. As heaven's peace and joy intensify when you accept them as God's gift to you, so does the joy of your Creator grow when you accept his gift and peace as yours. True giving is creation. It extends the limitless to the unlimited, eternity to timelessness, and love unto itself. It adds to all that is complete already, not in simple terms of adding more, for that implies that it was less before. It adds by letting what cannot contain itself fulfill its aim of giving everything it has away, securing it forever for itself. Today, accept God's peace and joy as yours. Let him complete himself as he defines completion. You will understand that what completes him must complete his daughter as well. He cannot give through loss. No more can you. Receive his gifts of joy and peace today, and he will thank you for your gift to him. How lovely is that, to give up of yourself, to surrender yourself, and to be applauded for it, you know, to loved and adored for it, for giving up yourself, giving up this identity. Like, I give it to you, Lord, I give it to you, Creator, I give it to you, the universe, I give it to you, love. And love will extend it back because I give it too. And it's that reciprocal, you know, exchange that creates this beautiful wholeness that just takes us back into one being. Today, our practice periods will start a little differently. Begin today by thinking of those brothers or sisters who have been denied by you the peace and joy that are their right under the equal laws of God. Here you denied them to yourself, and here you must return to claim them as your own. Think of your enemies a little while and tell each one, as he or she occurs to you, my brother or sister, peace and joy I offer you, that I may have God's peace and joy as mine. That's a big statement. You know, to people you think that have hurt you in your life, people that you think have wronged you, people who you think aren't worthy. All of these people are worthy. They do, you know, every single one of us is love. And we are, you know, meant to have love. And we're just all lost. And all the stuff that might seem negative and bad and wrong in the world, they've just got so far away from Creator, so far away that they've got into such suffering. You have to get into such a dark, dark place to create so much pain in the world. You know, they're the ones that need it the most. And it's hard for us because they have bumped and created a pain in us. But if we realise that pain can be relinquished when we connect to the joy, the love, the peace that is within us, we can extend it to them as well, because it's an abundant. And the more we fill up ourselves, the more we can give it to those who need it the most, who need to know that this is there for all of us. Every single one of us. Can you imagine that? Every single one of us has love within us, and we're glowing. Just imagine this glowing light just enveloping you all, every single one, and nobody needs to fight or get or grab or control or have somebody be something for them to feel this wonderful light. That light is always there, and the more we beam light on each other, that light gets stronger and brighter and just expands and makes this world glow. as it should. Like everything we see then glows. It's like we've just been seeing the world so back to front. So back to front. It's like having a golden light within us, and we are looking everywhere else for it. But it's there, and it's just peaceful, and it's joyous, and it's within us. And it's just waiting for us to reconnect with it. But it's like the shell outside is what we're sort of like, if you think of the light inside of us and then the shell outside not touching the light, trying to find everything, creating a body and going about the world looking for this light. You bring to me, you give me, give, or receive. Give and take, give and take, give and take, to try and find it in the world outside of me. Do all of these things, get an amazing career, find all this money, put it in my bank. What else? Get a relationship that's going to sort of bring it to me. All of these things, this is what I've got to get. This is what the world has taught me. I've got to get it, and then I'm going to feel it. I'm going to feel it once I get all of this. And yeah, you get snippets of it. You get snippets of it by that, but it never lasts. Suddenly the relationship starts to become, there's something there that, it's niggling, because you're seeking outside of yourself for what is within. That person cannot give you your light. You have to find it within yourself. Another person can show you the light if they live it. You feel it. You can experience somebody who is in a total peace and joy within. And sometimes we might look at them and think, how can they be like that? But they're actually showing us what we are as well. Anybody who is living in peace and joy, we can have that too. We're all one. We're all the same. We just think we're all different. We think we're all separate little entities that have to get a certain thing in this scarcity world, that there's, things are running out. The more of us that populate the earth, the less of it is going to be here. It's like, that's not how it works. It's really not. It's how the ego has made us think it works. And so we will keep, reinforcing the beliefs of the ego, because beliefs are so powerful. I've trained as a theta healer, and one thing that I really saw when working with clients was when I shifted their root beliefs, their world changed, because they didn't have that belief there anymore. So they were able to move in a different direction. And I've had it in my own life by doing theta. It's kind of like shifted beliefs. And that is just one area where you can change things, change things to a new perspective. And it's slowly, like, it's a way of removing onion layers, because we're so lost. And we're all broken in different ways. We really are. It's like, you might look at someone and think, they've got the perfect life, but there'll be something there that until they find the light, there'll be something within them they're searching for, trying to achieve, trying to be, trying to do, trying to overcome, whatever it is, in order to feel whole again. So our practice for today is to think of all of the people that's harmed us, all of the people that we feel are doing us wrong, all the people that we have grievances with, and say, my brother, peace and joy I offer you, that I may have God's peace and joy as mine. And my sister, peace and joy I offer you, that I may have God's peace and joy as mine. Thus you prepare yourself to recognize God's gifts to you, and let your mind be free of all that would prevent success today. Now are you ready to accept the gift of peace and joy that God has given you? Now are you ready to experience the joy and peace you have denied yourself? Now you can say, God's peace and joy are mine, for you have given what you would receive. You must succeed today if you prepare your mind as we suggest, for you have let all bars to peace and joy be lifted up, and what is yours can come to you at last. So tell yourself, God's peace and joy are mine. And close your eyes a while and let his voice assure you that the words you speak are true. Really take that in. Really take these words in. The experience of these words, not just as words of little peace and joy. Really close your eyes and ask that huge source. Let you know that peace and joy are yours. And when you connect with that and put your awareness on that, giving you this peace and joy, you're going to feel it in such a powerful way. Really give 5 minutes of every hour to doing that today. Give that peace and joy, your awareness. Give it to everybody around you, and know that it's coming back to you twofold. It's already within you. The more you give out, the more it just fills that up stronger and stronger, because the connection gets stronger. Spend your 5 minutes thus with him each time you can today, but do not think that less is worthless when you cannot give him more. At least remember hourly to say the words which call to him to give you what he wills to give and wills you to receive. Determine not to interfere today with what he wills, and if a brother or sister seems to tempt you to deny God's gift to him, see it as but another chance to let yourself receive the gifts of God as yours. Then bless your brother thankfully, or sister thankfully, and say, my brother or sister, peace and joy I offer you, that I may have God's peace and joy as mine. So yes, if you find somebody really sort of pushing your buttons today, think great, thank you, because you need it more today, and I want to give you that love more today. I want to see you in the light that you are, because I can feel your pain and your suffering, and you might deflect it and put that on me, but within you, brother or sister, there is a light. There is a light that shines bright, and when you connect to that, you won't have a grievance with me. You won't have an issue with me. I won't have an issue with you, because we'll know each of us have a light within. We don't need to complete each other. We don't need each other's approval. We don't need each other's acceptance and all of these things, because we know what we truly are. That is our lesson today. It really is. It's a huge, powerful one. If you really want to grasp this concept, really give it your 5 minutes every hour if you can. Set your alarm. Do what you need to do. And don't beat yourself up if you don't do it every hour. You know, when you remember, just step into it. If you've forgotten and you've got more time than 5 minutes, give yourself 15 minutes, you know. Just remember to go about your day thinking of everybody as a joyous, loving being. And no matter what they react or how they react, it's just they've detached. They're so detached. And if you could expand to them a smile or just something warm and joyous to put them at ease, you know, you'll receive that back tenfold. You know, because it's like you're helping the great Creator enlighten everybody, because that's what it wants. It wants us all to be at peace and joy, and that's our mission here. It really is. That's our core mission. All of these other things that we think we're here to do, it's not that at all. We're here to just spread light in the world, and our experiences as we navigate through the world are all about getting to that place. So have a wonderful lesson. Really extend peace and joy, and may peace and joy be with you today. I really hope you feel it. You have a wonderful day, and you feel lit up today. That's my true wish for you, all of you. So enjoy, and we will see you again soon. Thanks now. Bye.